All right, what is up, everyone? My name is Brennan Dopp, and I teach you everything that you need to know about print on demand and Etsy. If you're new here, be sure to hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel to make sure you do not miss out on anything that can help you make passive money online and create the lifestyle that you want. As well, I recently created a Facebook group. Make sure you join it. It's called Print on Demand Warriors. There's a great community there where you can ask any questions that you have, and people will answer them, as well as I chime in every day and I give daily tips and hopefully help you out on your print on demand journey. In this video, I wanted to do a live stream just talking about ways that I find design ideas and way I can do trend research. And I'm going to mostly do it on the Etsy marketplace. So I'll walk you through step by step on exactly what I do, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas and help improve your trend research. And we will go ahead and jump over to Etsy. So we'll jump over to Etsy here, and I'll share my screen so you can see it. And over here on the Etsy marketplace, the first thing you can do when you get over to Etsy is you can click on the search bar, and it will show you what's popular right now. And you'll see all these different keywords, and these change from time to time. And occasionally you can catch really good keywords. So you have agility as one idea. We'll go ahead and click on this. And we'll look through here, and anytime I'm doing my trend research, I look for specific reoccurring themes, specific designs, specific fonts, color schemes that reoccur, and just really try to be observant on what is currently popular and what I see a lot of, and then think of ways I can improve that and make it better. And then another thing I look out for is on the first few pages of any keyword that I search, or any of the first pages, or however I'm doing my process, I will look for these bestseller badges. Look like this. It means it is selling and it has positive feedback and it's doing really well. And so this was Jim Hoodie was the one that we clicked on. And you can just look through here. I look each row by row, and I ignore the ones that have ads. It says ad, because that means that they're paying for it to rank on the first page. It's not necessarily ranking well because it's or because people are engaging with that specific listing. And so I'll go through here and I'll look through specific ones and see if I can gain some inspiration. And anytime I do this and anytime I talk about this, the whole idea behind it is just to get inspiration from it and to learn how to catch trends and reoccurring themes. And so you never want to copy any design that you see on Etsy or on any type of marketplace. You want to be your own, do your own creative work and respect other artists' work. And just really do your own, cut out your own path, because there's so much opportunity to be yourself and to make money based on trends that are currently happening. I'll go through here, you'll check out all the different designs, and you can catch the bestseller badges. Then you can click through onto the bestseller badges and see what it is they're selling, and if it's if it's sold recently, and if there's a lot of recent reviews. So that's one way. Use the search bar to find trend keywords that Etsy is recommending being popular. So you see here, popular right now, and it changes throughout the day. Okay, next is to go over here and to sort specifically by what you are selling. So for my example, I'll be doing t-shirts. You'll go click on clothing and shoes. Under women's clothing, you'll click on tops and tees. And then down here, click on t-shirts. And then you can go through here and do the exact same process. Look for designs that stand out to you. Maybe look for designs that are well, but you can add color to or change up the placement of the design, and then as well change up the design in whole. And then again, look for the bestseller badges and look for ones that are doing really well. And so those are two ways. Use the search bar and then use general search on Etsy for whatever specific product that you are selling. And then you can scroll through the first few pages. I do no more than the first 3 pages or so, because the first pages are the ones that are ranking well and are currently selling, and I'll do that. And the most popular way that I use the Etsy marketplace is by searching specific keywords that I am selling in. So if, for example, if you're doing a general store, but you have several different niches within that general store, I'd search the specific keyword for that niche. Or if you're just doing a super tight niche store, then just search keywords based around that. And that's another great way to do it. And I wanted to go through a few different keywords and just show you the process of what I do every morning, every day before I design and before I add listings to my store, and to help gain inspiration and to stay on top of trends and to hopefully catch trends before they get oversaturated. And so if you tuned in to this live stream, again, my name is Brendan Dopp. I teach you everything about print on demand and Etsy. And today I'm just doing a walkthrough on how I do my design research and how I come up with inspiration to create my designs for my Etsy store. And so that's what we're doing right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell, and also join my new Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors. The link is in the description. So I'll walk you through now, showing you just a few ways on specific keywords on what I do to find some trends that could do really well in your store. Alrighty, since Mother's Day is coming up, I wanted to focus on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is May 9th. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. And this is a great niche to go into, the mom niche, the mother niche, because there's so much opportunity to sell shirts that do well and that people are looking for on Etsy. So for my first example, I'm going to just search mother shirt. And quickly, just I want to notice this too. When you begin to type something, so like mother, you can see it all fills these keywords that have been recently searched. And this is another note to take down because these are currently trending keywords that people are searching for. And you can pull ideas based off these keywords and click through to each keyword to get more ideas and inspiration on what you can sell. And sometimes you'll find a really good keyword that could be a gold mine where you could use that for really strong SEO and for possibly a different design within your store. So I'll do mother shirt, and we will see what we have here. And make sure you stay tuned until the end, because at the end I will be doing a Q&A where I'll answer any questions that you have, and hopefully to help you in your store and to help you increase sales and grow your shop. So stay till the end. So here we have mother shirt. I just searched it in the search bar. And then again, the same thing, just as you scroll through, look for bestseller badges and look for designs that look good and that could have a possible idea for you to create yourself. And then another huge thing you want to make sure you do is trend combine. So take one trend and combine it with another trend or cross niche, and it can create a really powerful design that could do really well for you and take off. And you really just need one or two designs to take off in your store for your shop to do well. If you can get one or two bestsellers, your shop can do really, really good, and you can really increase sales. But you have to put in the work. You have to always be experimenting and always trying new things, testing the waters, and then casting your net by adding new listings every single day. But we'll go through here. There's a lot of different ideas here. Tough as a Mother is a popular one I see. But you'll notice a lot of these are just black fonts. So that's a great opportunity for you with doing print on demand. You can really take advantage of printing in color using print on demand providers such as Printful, which is the one I use and have had the most success with and have loved the most based on quality and customer satisfaction. So this is a really cool one, tough as a Mother with the flowers. So this is an example of trend binding. So not only are they hitting others, they're also hitting people that love flowers. They have a really cool retro font as well. So that's a three-way trend combine that they did there. Very but there's a lot of different ideas here. And I like the one I saw up here at the top. It is subtle. I feel like I do a lot of this. So let's click on this. It has a seller badge, so you know that it's doing well. And we'll click on it here, and we'll see exactly how their listing is built out. They have a decent listing. They have really nice photography or photos for their shirt. Looks like they may be taking their own pictures, so they may be doing this in-house. And it looks like this design is embroidered, but this is one that you could easily take and improve upon and make it your own. Do not copy this design. Never copy the designs that you see on Etsy. Just get inspiration from them. They don't have a size chart. I would add a size chart for sure if you don't have one in your listing, as well as they could improve upon their SEO. But tough as a Mother, this is a great idea. For your own design, you could throw this on the back of a hoodie or make it not just a chest print, make it a bigger print and add flowers to it, or add any type of design on it that you could trend combine with. Could really improve this design. and could really improve sales in your shop. They have over 20 people having it in their cart, so you know that it's popular, and we'll sort it by most recent. So newest reviews, their most recent one is on March 8th, and they have one in the later or end of February. So popular shirt, you know it's doing well. You can then take this idea and make it your own, and think of creative ways you can improve the design, change the color scheme, add a lot of colors. One color scheme that's popular right now is doing altering colors letter by letter. So have like the T be a pink, the O be a blue, the U be a yellow, or whatever kind of cool color scheme you want to do. Retro color schemes are really in right now, so that's one you could consider. All right, so tough as a mother, good idea. Think of ways to improve upon that and then run with it. Okay, we will now move on and we'll search for another one. Let's see here. So let's stay in the mother's niche since it is Mother's Day. We'll do, let's do sweatshirt for mom. Let's see what we have. So again, looking for reoccurring themes, font colors, maybe specific fonts, and then ways you can improve, as well as these bestseller badges. And this one right here is one that stood out already. Good mom, say bad words. That's clever. Boy mama, that's trademarked, so I'd stay away from that, although it is trending on Etsy. You may wonder when you're on Etsy, you may see a lot of designs that are doing really well, but you know for a fact that they're trademarked. My advice to you is do not risk it. It's not a matter of if you're going to get caught. It's just a matter of when you will get caught. So it's not worth getting your shop suspended, getting your shop deactivated, not being able to ever sell on Etsy again. So just play it safe. If you question a design, I would 100% just not run with it. Just avoid it and do something else, because there's so much opportunity to do really safe designs that aren't trademarked or would cause you any issues with your shop. So just a note for you. All right. So let's see here. I like this one. It just says Mama. Really simple, really clean. Has a bestseller badge. And let's see here. So they're selling it. It's really expensive. This is definitely not a Gildan. I don't believe. It looks like it's a higher quality sweatshirt. But really nice listing. Again, they don't have a size chart. I always suggest have a size chart. You want your customer to know everything that they need to know before purchasing items, so they will be satisfied once receiving it, and they'll know exactly what they will be receiving. Over 20 people having it in their cart, and then we'll sort this by newest, and it has several recent reviews, so you know that it's doing well. So Mama, that's a great idea. Simple, and then you can easily improve upon this. One, by just adding color, changing the font, and then adding a few different things to it. So you can do like Mama, and then have them add your kids' names, or I don't know. You can just think of different ways to really change this design and make it your own. And if you see maybe one design that looks good, then you see another one that you really like, think of ways to combine those together. Like this is a great idea. They have the tie-dye on the text on the tie-dye. Two popular things that are in right now. Here's another one, Mama. And there's so many different ways you can change it up and make it your own. These guys did Mama, several of them up and down, and they changed the color, but you could do something similar to that, but with completely different color. So really bright, vibrant colors. Just change it up and just be creative. There's so much opportunity to be creative, and which makes it fun. Like these guys, here's a prime example. Bestseller badge. It's not the best mock-up. You can easily tell this is just thrown on. It's not real, but for whatever reason, it's doing really well. It's just because people love the design and they love the color scheme, and they know that, and you know it's doing well because it has that bestseller badge. Let's see, internet's slow. So yeah, over 20 people in the cart, tons of photos, which is awesome. It helps so much with conversion, and then recent reviews. So photos are huge. If you can figure out a clever way to have people leave photos in their reviews, maybe by offering a discount code if they do it, or doing a giveaway, whatever it is, that's a great way to increase reviews. So that will help your shop grow and help the snowball effect take place. As well, it will help with conversion on that specific listing, because people will We'll see the photos and they'll know, okay, it looks exactly like this picture, and they're going to be receiving the exact item. So another thing to note. All righty. We got a few comments here. Okay, we got a few comments here. Bell canvas is very expensive. Can I use unisex Gildan 6400? Any chance of getting bad customer experience? Thanks for your time. Okay, awesome question. I personally like the Bell canvas. It is more expensive, but you'd be surprised what people pay for. So that's a great way to. So you want to sell what people will like. I personally don't like the Gildan. They're not that comfy. They're kind of stiff, so I don't sell them. But I have seen shops where they love them, and some customers like them. But I do feel like the customer satisfaction isn't as high, and they're not as happy with it. So it's your choice. You can either have higher margins or lower margins, but you can increase margins on Bell canvas, and you'd be surprised what people pay for. Lauren Dopp. Hey, Brandon, the screen is frozen on the search page, so we can't see what you're doing. Oh, no. Okay, let me figure this out. This is my first time live streaming. Let's see what's going on. If you're watching, I only see 4 of you watching. Can you also let me know that it's not working? You're not able to see my screen. Type yes if you can see it. Type no if it's not working. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, here, I'm going to try this again. We are going to share my screen again. Now it's moving. Okay, perfect. So let's see here. I'm going to share the entire screen. Okay. Is audio okay? Can everyone hear me just fine? If you can hear me, type over here yes. Let me know in the comment section so I know you can hear me, and we'll continue on, and then I'll confirm that you can see my screen moving. Again, apologize. This is my first time live streaming, still trying to figure out everything with live streaming. So let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Perfect. Lauren says yes. That is my wife. She's making sure that all is well. Cool. Audio is fine. Alrighty. So now I'm going to share my screen, and please let me know in the comment section if you can't hear me. And if you can't see my screen. All right. Let's continue on. So we'll do a different one. I'll do mental health shirt. Another great keyword, another great niche to go into. I'll search that, and I'll do the same process. Again, if you just tune in, my name is Brendan Dopp, and I teach you everything. I teach you everything that you need to know about print on demand and Etsy. And in this video, I'm doing just a live stream of how I do design research, trend research. So Jay Strick 42 said, I know this is part of your video, but how many designs do you recommend having or uploading per day, per week? It's your choice. When I started out, I was doing, let's see here. Okay. When I started out, I was doing 5 a day, and I was cranking out designs as best as I could. And then with time, I've honestly decreased the amount I do every day, and I do 2 a day every day, and I just try to increase quality. So I do better design research, trend research, and then I improve my SEO, I improve my listings every day. And so I just focus on 2 solid designs that I know can do really well, instead of trying to do a lot of quantity. So that's my choice. It's up to you. You'll have to find what works best for you and figure out what's going on best for you. Great question, though. Jay Strick 42. Thank you. All right. Any other questions? throw them in the chat. Might go smoother. I want to help you the best I can. You've kind of seen in my previous videos where I talk about finding trending designs that do well on Etsy Marketplace. So if you have questions, throw them up in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Jay Strick said TY. Clarify, please. What do you mean? All right. So I want to show you another thing here for checking out if your designs are TY. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not in with the lingo on texting and online social media. Okay, so if you want to figure out if things are trademarked, you can use a site called uspto.gov, and there you can go and see if a specific phrase is trademarked, which I highly suggest doing. It's a great way to ensure that a design is safe, and then you can go ahead and run with the design. So that's uspto.gov. Let me share my screen again. So uspto.gov, you'll come down here to trademarks and then click on tests. And then you'll do basic word mark search. And then you can search the specific design here. So an example I'll show you is mental health matters, because I know this is one that is trademarked. And it'll pull up the ones that are live and dead. You can sort it for it just to be live. So mental health matters. It is a live trademark. So this means stay clear of it. And specifically it is trademarked for hats, shirts, shorts, sweatpants, sweatshirts, t-shirts. So you do not want to use this on Etsy. If you do, you will eventually get caught. I know there's a ton on Etsy already, but just avoid them. Do not risk it with your shop. All righty, Morad Ohm. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you are here. Okay, so that's uspto.gov, a great site to be able to figure out if things are trademarked or not. So again, if you just tuned in, my name is Brendan Dopp. I teach you everything you need to know about print on demand and Etsy, and I help you learn how to make passive money online so you can create the lifestyle that you want. I also have a Facebook group. The link is in the description. I just started it. It's called Print on Demand Warriors. So it's a smaller group, but it's a great community where people can ask questions and receive answers, and things that you can, maybe questions that you have that you can't necessarily find on the internet, they can be found in my Facebook group, because you have real life people doing the exact same thing that you're doing, as well as I tune into that Facebook group every single day and I share tips to help you along on your journey. In this video, I'm just walking you through on how I do design research on the Etsy Marketplace. It's a great place to find trends, and especially to catch them before they're saturated. And I've just been doing a few examples there. So I can do another one. I'll share my screen again. But before I do that, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them for you. I want to make this live stream as beneficial to you as possible. And this is my first live stream I've done, so I'm figuring out all the kinks of it and figuring out how to make it more smooth. So thank you for bearing with me. So if you have any questions, go ahead and throw those up in the chat. I'll happily answer them for you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. Okay, Corey said, cannot see any Facebook group under the link, content not available. It should pop up after I post the video, but if not, just go to Facebook, search groups, Print on Demand Warriors. Here, let me Print on Demand Warriors. So that's the name of the Facebook group. I don't know if you can see that. I just added it in the chat. But I'll go and accept you to the group, and you'll be able to join the group and be a part of that. Okay, while I have a few of you here, I'm going to go and do another example of finding a design idea or getting inspiration. So let me share my screen again and make sure I do this right so you guys can see it. So I will do entire screen. Okay, I'll go over here to Etsy. Let me know. Can you guys see my screen right now? Okay, I assume you guys can see my screen. So here, let's do an example. We will do mental health shirt. I started before, but I didn't finish. You'll search that in the search bar, and then you'll scroll down here and look for reoccurring themes, look for really cool designs that stand out to you, and then think of ways you can improve upon them, as well as specifically look for the bestseller badge. Okay, so we have a few bestseller badges. Let me just double check that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Right now, you should see my live stream feed. You guys can see on Etsy, let me know in the comment section. Type yes if you can see. Type yes if you can see Etsy now. Okay. Okay, cool. I got a few yeses. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So here we are. I searched mental health shirt in the search bar. It's just a general keyword in a specific niche that is really hot right now. I suggest if you don't have any mental health t-shirts or sweatshirts to add those to your store. It's a great niche to go into and a lot of opportunity there to make some extra money and increase sales in your shop. Search that keyword, and then I'll scroll down here and look for the bestseller badges. And here's two that stood out really well to me. And these are awesome examples. And I can tell you why they have bestseller badges is because they trend combine. They have two different trends. They combine them into one design for a shirt. And they both have a bestseller badge because it's a hot item and it's doing well. And so let's click on this one here. All right. Making sure you guys are still with me. Okay, so mental health matters. This is a phrase that unfortunately is trademarked, so you should not use this phrase, but you can do something within this niche similar to this idea. Line art is also popular right now, and so they combine the line art, this really cool face, with mental health matters near the mind, which is a cool idea. Really clean mock-up photo. Excuse me. All right, we're back. Really clean mock-up photo. They have just the focus is on the shirt, really nice colors. Their listing super clean. They have a really nice size chart. They offer different colors here and they showcase that. And then let's see what this is, processing and shipping times. So super clean listing. If your listing doesn't have these items, I suggest going in and adding those today. So we have a really nice mock-up photo. They have their size chart and then their processing and shipping times, which is a must. Customers will know exactly when they will be receiving their item and exactly what they will be receiving. So as the bestseller badge, they've been in the game for a while because they've sold a ton, or they're just killing it from the get-go. 11 people having it in their cart. We'll sort this by newest. And recent reviews. So not super recent, but within the beginning of March and then the end of February, they've sold this shirt and have had positive feedback on it. And then look, you got the photos here, which helps a ton. Mental Health Matters looks identical to their mock-up. Really cool photos, which really helps with conversion. So prime example, take this idea, do not copy it. Again, I repeat, do not copy it. Gain inspiration from it. Think of ways you can improve upon this. This would be a really cool one that you could improve on and throw on a hoodie and then do this on the back, huge back print, and then do like a small graphic or small text on the chest. But again, Mental Health Matters is a trademarked phrase, so don't use it. But this is just an idea of what you could do. All right. Okay. And if you just tuned in, make sure you hit the notification bell and the like button, as well as you subscribe so you can continue to learn how to grow your print-on-demand shop on Etsy. I teach you everything that you need to know about print-on-demand and Etsy. I started my shop almost a year ago, and we've had a fair amount of success. We've been able to make this our full-time gig now, so we're fully selling on Etsy. And my whole idea of starting this YouTube channel was to have a platform where you can learn everything that you need to know from beginning to end to start up and running your shop, to get your shop up and running, and to start making daily sales. And that's the whole idea of the shop, or the whole idea of my channel, is to do that. And I want to help you guys the best that I can. So if you have any questions right now, go ahead and jump into the chat and let me know, or ask those questions there, and I will answer any questions that you have relating to anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be on doing trend research. So if you have any, go ahead and let me know. All right. No questions. All right. So I want to show you one more design idea, possible niche for you to jump into. I feel like most people focus on women and girls on Etsy, which is fair because that's what most people that are shopping on Etsy is women. But another little niche you can go into is creating designs for boys as well as for dads or grandpas, because so many women are shopping on Etsy. They're always buying things for not only themselves and friends, but as well as for possibly their husbands or their fathers in their life. So let's do a few. I'll do one example on that. Let me share my screen again. Okay, and I believe you can see me here. You can see the screen. So I'm going to search sweatshirt for dad. All right. So there's a lot. People are doing it, but there is a lot of opportunity still for you to get a piece of the pie here. So really simple designs, and you'll notice most of these aren't color, so you can add color to these. But I love this one up here at the top. So this is a more customized option, which I'm not a huge fan of doing personalized options, but in certain situations, I am for. And this is one example that could be cool. So let's click on this. It has the bestseller badge. Okay. So it has the bestseller badge. I saw those few questions. I'll answer them right after this. Dad established 2021. So you can make this a personalized option where someone could come in and then they'd add their year. So they say, please let us know the year you'd like printed along with print color, black or white. Thanks. So you could do color and then obviously change it up, add some graphics to this, or just be creative. Think of ways to improve upon it, make it your own, never copy it. But it's a great little niche you could tap into where you can have these customized sweatshirts or t-shirts for dads, new dads when they were established, or however you want to say it. But new shop, or the shop's been in the game forever. Let's see, sort this by newest. And it's selling as of today. Oh, they even have some mama ones here too, which are cool with the rainbow. But dad established several recent reviews. So a popular design, a lot of potential for you. All right, let's see here. A few questions in the chat. So Gloria, yes. So Gloria. Okay, how do you rank up in the listings? So the best way to rank up in the listings, great question. When you're starting out, it's going to be challenging. That's just the way it is. As a brand new shop, you're going to have to compete against these shops that have been in the game forever. So it will take time. But one way that you can increase your boost your listing is by having friends or family members outside of your home go and purchase your listing from you, and then they can leave a positive 5-star review with great feedback, and you can get a couple of those, and that will immediately help that specific listing rank better. And you can go even further with that, and whatever keyword you're trying to rank for, have your friend or family member specifically search for that keyword until they find your listing. If it's buried like on page 100 or whatever, it'd be more hard to do. But if you can have them search that specific keyword, find your listing, click on it, and then immediately go through the transaction process of purchasing that, then it can help increase the conversion rate of that, which Etsy likes to see. And then once it's purchased and they leave a positive review, that will help boost that listing as well. But it just takes time. The more favorites, the more engagement you get on that listing helps. So you can also have friends and family members go and favorite that listing. But over time, as the listing does well, it will start to rank better. And the more it sells, the further it gets pushed up onto the first page. Because when you're making money, Etsy's making money with their fees. So that's just how it works. They're going to promote listings that do well. If you have a listing that doesn't do well at all, they're never gonna promote that listing. So keep that in mind. but it's a long-term game. Remember that you can't get rich overnight with Etsy, but you can make a ton of money on Etsy as long as you stick with it. And the biggest thing you can do is trend research, design research. There are several different ways to do it. I have a video on my channel where I talk about 6 free different ways to do trend research. And I suggest checking that video out. It will walk you through several different ways that I specifically do my trend research. And so everything that I do isn't hidden. There's no hidden things. I share everything for free here on my channel. So just check out my channel, and I teach you everything you need to know from beginning to end. But it takes time, Gloria. So just stick with it. Keep adding listings. Do that little hack I mentioned, and your listing should do better. Good question, though. Thanks, Gloria. Okay, J Strict 42, what made the difference for you to get daily sales? I get one every couple days, but would love to be more consistent. Nice work, Jeff, on getting sales. I mean, it's just a snowball effect from there. Once you get one, that's your hardest one to get, and then it's easy to get 100, then it'll just grow on that. So nice job. But the biggest difference for me to get daily sales was being active on my shop. So that goes from responding to customers quickly, having great customer service, and then to actively be adding listings to your shop. When Etsy sees that you're actively engaged and you're wanting to make this work, they'll better promote your listings and promote your shop. So actively add listings and high quality listings, don't just crank out a ton mediocre listings. That won't do you any good. You want to have really high quality listings, and then just list daily and just be patient. Honestly, it's just a long-term game. So keep with it, and then keep patient. Just stay patient as you gain momentum and start getting some sales and get feedback, 5-star reviews, get pictures on your for your reviews. That will help increase sales. So I mentioned at the beginning, some of you that have tuned on, a great way to increase reviews is by having awesome customer service. I also did a video on this, so check that out. But have awesome customer service. When they purchase from you, thank them for purchasing from your small business. Just be grateful for the purchase. Treat every customer like they were your first, and then let them know when it's been shipped, and then follow up with them. Just make sure the quality is what they anticipated and what they hoped for, and then just say, hey, thank you so much. As a small shop, it'd mean the world to us if you can leave a review, and it would really help our shop take off and do well, or however you want to word it. Make it your own. That will help gain momentum as well. So it just takes time to get some positive reviews. That's your strongest point to start getting more sales daily. And then obviously having designs that people are actually searching for. You can have a ton of awesome designs, but if it's something that's not trending and people aren't looking for, you will never sell it. That's just the bottom line. As well, if you have an awesome design and you have really poor SEO, so not using proven SEO, search engine optimization, you also will never show up in search results, and you'll never be found, and you'll never sell, no matter how cool your design is. So a few tips. Great question, J Strict 42. Thank you. Okay. Corey, C0R0Y. Corey, I think is your name. The designs look pretty simple. Do people actually buy these? Yes, 100%. So the more simple, the better, honestly. You'd be surprised what people buy. I don't know if you saw that one I did on just Mama, where it's just black font, and it said Mama, M-A-M-A. Really popular, and it's selling really well. But there's the opportunity. You said it looks really simple. Maybe go the opposite way and try to create things that aren't as simple, a little more complex, but don't spend a ton of time on it, because some of our best selling designs have been the ones we spent the least amount of time on, interestingly enough. So, but yes, simple designs do well. Intricate designs do well. It's just a matter of finding one that does well, and it'll take off for you. Awesome question. How much profit did you do in 1 year Etsy? Great question. So we've done a fair amount to go full time. I'll just tell you that we do this 100%. We're doing the working from home now, and we're able to do exactly what we want. So there's money to be made on it. Gloria Ocampo, thank you, will do. Corey, how to stand out in this flood of simple designs? Cool. Good question again. So how to stand out is by, one, utilizing the opportunity to use color with Printful. So using as much color as you can because you're able to on Printful. And then adding, I would add basic designs on top of the text itself. Just figure out little ways to make yourself look a little bit different. But the biggest way you can do it is just by adding color. So, and then obviously changing font style or whatever it is, finding trend font styles that are doing well, and then adding that. So that's the biggest tip I'd give to you. Just make great use of color. Awesome question. Any other questions from you before we end this live stream? Again, my name is Brennan Dopp. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I teach you everything that you need to know about print on demand and Etsy. And I help you along the process from people who just started out or people who've been selling on Etsy for a while. I share tips and tricks to help you succeed. So I'm grateful for all of your support and for all of you tuning into my channel and watching my content. It means a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so you can always know when I'm posting new content. I post every week, usually every Thursday, depending on how things work with my schedule. As well, jump into my Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors. It's a new group I just started recently. There's only 35 members or so, but it's a really tight-knit community where everyone's helping each other, and we're sharing questions and concerns that we have, as well as we're keeping people updated. And then there also I share daily tips. I know some of you may be in other print on demand groups that are a lot bigger, where the person who started it or whoever you're following started it, and they're not really engaged or ever answering questions or tips. I feel like that's where my group set aside differently or set itself apart, is because I'm engaged in my group and I'm trying to help you guys the best I can, because I'm wanting to help people the way I wanted to be helped when I started out. So I'm hoping to do that and help you guys make some extra money online, whether it just be side money to help pay for groceries, or to fund maybe your activities on the weekend, or even to take it full time and make this be your full-time gig where you're making money online, working remotely, where you can travel or do whatever you want and really not be tied down to anyone, making someone else rich so you can make yourself rich. But it takes time, and it's just a long-term game. So hang in there, stay patient. Sales come. There was someone in our group, David, who he mentioned that it's been almost over a month or so that he hasn't had a sale. And then just yesterday he posted he had his first 2 sales and how excited he was. So timing's different for everyone. You could get your first sale in a week, or it could be a few months. It could be 6 months, just depends. But if you're doing as I teach on my channel, sales will come eventually. All right, a few more questions. Corey, again, you're awesome. Thank you for engaging and asking questions. It helps a lot. Which mock-ups are doing well, with people on it or just t-shirt with design on it? Oh, cool. Awesome question. So I'm an advocate for model mock-ups. When I started out, I bought a huge bundle, as the Lock and Page bundle. They're still on Etsy selling, but you can buy a bundle for $10 to $20, and they have the entire store, or like everything that you need, but it's just t-shirts on like a wood floor, or it's just the t-shirt mock-up, like a flat lay. And we didn't have as much success with them. I don't know if it was at the time because our designs weren't as good and we were still learning. But since we transferred over to doing model mock-ups, we have had so much more success, and our conversion rate has skyrocketed, and we've been able to increase our sales. So 100% model mock-ups. But experiment. It could be different for you in your store. It's just honestly experimenting. That's the name of Etsy. But model mock-ups are my favorite. And there's several awesome mock-up stores out there on Etsy. Some really nice mock-up shops who take professional photos, and it looks really good, high quality, and looks just really trendy and up to date. So suggest checking those out. I personally don't like using the Printful mock-ups, or if you're using Printify, I don't like using their mock-ups their mock-up generator, because they just don't look as nice. They don't look professional. They look like an image off of Gildan supplier or Bella Canvas supplier. So I like to invest in mock-ups. They range between $3 and $7, and you can get some really nice mock-ups that you can use over and over again for as long as you want. So it's the best investment you can make to help your shop take off. Gloria, with boosting your grade on E-Rank, will that make a difference on the listings rank? Oh, yeah. So it depends on where you read and who you talk to. My personal opinion, no, it doesn't. I started out using E-Rank. I even had the paid version when I first started out, and I tried to make sure I got all of my score up to where it needed to be and the best grade I could get, and I didn't see much of a difference. With that being said, though, obviously that grade pushes you to optimize your listing the best way that you can. So yeah, it sends you in the right direction, but I don't think it's a deal breaker, because I've had some listings that performed really well and were selling who had a really poor grade. And so me personally, with my personal experience, I haven't seen much of a difference. So hope that answers your question, Gloria. Thanks for that. It was just a dream. Hi, do you outsource customer service? Awesome question. No, I do not. Not at the moment. Unfortunately, I don't. It would be nice in the future. I think as my shop continues to grow and expands, that would be something that I'd 100% do. But at the moment, no, I don't. I'm doing all my own customer service, messaging to customers, dealing with it. And that's the only downside with Etsy, is you're going to have a lot more customer service as you would on selling on Redbubble or on like doing merch on Amazon or any of those other platforms, because you have to actually deal with the customer. But for me personally, the customer service is worth it to me, because there's a lot of times where you have a lot of cool experiences where you have someone reach out to you and just thank you for your shirt you sent them or whatever. And maybe that, like, for example, we had a teacher who taught deaf kids, and we sent her one of our shirts that was based in that niche, and she said wore it to school and the kids loved it. And like just little things like that where the kids or where the customers really resonate with your design or your shirt. And it's just fun that way for me, where you wouldn't get that on any other platform. But then at the same time, you have issues where maybe a faulty product or whatever it is, and it's just a headache dealing with customers. And then you have customers who are absolutely insane, and they just, I don't know, they do things that you would never expect, such as leaving a 1-star review before reaching out to you, letting you know that there's an issue so you can fix it. So, but yeah, I do all my customer service. Great question. It was just a dream. Corey again, how do you handle the ads? Just Etsy ads, or do you send external traffic to your shop too? Cool. So right now I'm not running ads, to be honest with you. In fall time, I did run ads, especially during the peak of like Halloween. We heavily ran ads, and we had a ton of traffic to our shop, and our sales did really well. But for the amount we were spending on ads, our return on investment wasn't necessarily there. So we turned off ads. And since then, we haven't ran ads. We've just really focused in on ranking well for listings and really improving our SEO, having a high quality converting listing, and just really let Etsy doing all the work for us and not spending money on ads. But you can experiment with it. If you want to spend $5 a day or whatever, you can, and it's an option. But my personal advice, if you do plan on running ads, I would not run an ad until you have a proven listing that's doing well and you know that's converting well. So you're not just lighting money on fire. You know what I mean? So that's my personal advice. But experiment with it. And sending external traffic to your shop. I did the Pinterest game for a while, where I was part of a bunch of Pinterest groups and I was pinning every day. And I don't know, I probably could have stuck with it and it may have helped, but it wasn't enough to really like make me want to spend my efforts on that. I want to spend my efforts other places, such as designing and doing research. So hope that answers your question. It was just a dream. Thanks for useful videos. You are welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you ever have any questions, please let me know. Comment in the comment section on my channel, or just go to our Facebook group, which I mentioned before. That's the whole idea of it, is so you can have a place outside of just my channel to get help, not only from me, but from other people that may have experienced a issue that you're having. So just organic traffic. Yeah, and that's me. But like I said, experiment. I've kind of experimented with everything, trying everything. So it's just a matter of experimenting and staying patient. So great questions, though. Are there any other questions before I end this live? Again, if you're new here, my name is Brendan Dopp. I teach you everything you need to know about print on demand and Etsy. I mostly just sell on the Etsy marketplace. That's my main place that I sell. So I've gone through the whole process from a brand new beginner to knowing absolutely nothing, not even hearing about print on demand, to now doing it as my full-time gig, where I'm selling daily and having daily sales. So I teach you everything that I know that has helped me with my success. So make sure you tune in. Cool. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as well as like this if you are enjoying my content and if it's helping you, as well as hit the notification bell so you're always in tune. Okay, another question. Corey, I hope I'm saying your name right. C0ROY, because you are fully engaged, and I'm really grateful for your questions because they're so good. So where are you located and where do you sell country-wise? Okay, so good question. I am from Hawaii. My wife and I packed up and we bought one-way tickets to Indonesia in February last year before the pandemic hit. Our flight was canceled, and then COVID had an effect, obviously changed our plan just as it has done for most of you. And so now we've been bouncing around, staying with family to family, waiting for borders to open up so we can go travel abroad. That's our main thing. That's the whole reason why we are doing everything that we're doing right now, selling print on demand and doing Etsy, is so that we can travel. But currently, as of today, I am in Utah visiting my wife's family. So that's where we currently are. And where do you sell? So I'm not sure if I specifically understand your question, but we sell worldwide. So we sell not only in the United States, but we also sell internationally. So we're selling everywhere thanks to the wonderful company Print on Demand, who does all shipping and fulfilling for us, where everything is completely hands off. We do absolutely nothing other than trend research, designing, adding listings, and then obviously handling customer service when needed. Any other questions? Cool. Another tip I wanted to mention before I turn off live stream, another great place to do trend research and really just being observant. You want to, whenever you go out grocery shopping or to the mall or running errands, pay close attention to what people are wearing. You will pick on trends so quickly, seeing exactly what people are wearing. And then we're walking through Target or Costco or wherever you are in any type of big box store, pay attention to what they're selling. These big box stores are spending so much money doing their market research. They will do all of the research for you, and you can pick up ideas on what they're selling, and then obviously do my whole thing where you improve upon it, gain inspiration from it, and make it your own. And you can do really well with it. But with that being said, you also have to be careful on the trademark side, copyrighted side. Never sell anything trademarked or copyrighted. You never want to risk your story getting suspended. It's not a matter of if you'll get caught, but a matter of when you get caught. Okay. Got another question. Corey, the legend, asking so many questions. Where are you located? And I already answered that. So doesn't it get complicated with taxes if you sell worldwide? Good question. It can. If you want to avoid that issue, just sell stateside in the United States if that's where you're located. Where are you from, Corey? Are you from the US? Yeah, if that's an issue that you're concerned about and you want to avoid it, just sell US only, and makes it really easy for you. Hey, Gloria. Good to have you here, Gloria. What's your suggestion on pricing and whether to do free shipping or not? Awesome question. We've bounced back and forth. So we've done free shipping as well as we've charged for shipping. We just built it into our price. Right now, currently, I'm doing free shipping on all items except for mugs. I charge for mugs for shipping, but that's only in the US. For shipping outside of the US, obviously, I'm charging for shipping because it's more expensive and it's kind of impossible to do free shipping unless you have crazy price point on your sweatshirts or whatever you're selling. So right now I'm doing free shipping. Etsy says they rank you better. I don't know if it's entirely true, but I feel like it is. I feel like it's helped us a lot. And on top of that, I feel like customers just like free shipping better. So for me personally, when I'm ever ordering something and it's free shipping, that increases my conversion so much more. But if I have to pay an extra $6 for shipping or whatever, then it almost makes me just leave the listing or makes me leave my shopping cart and just not even go through the transaction. So I'm free shipping. I'm pro free shipping. If that answers your question, Gloria, thanks for that. Germany, Corey, cool, man. That's awesome. Worst country to open businesses, highest taxes in the world. I see. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, that's something you're gonna have to figure out. But obviously, I'm not experienced selling outside of the country, but I'm pretty sure you can sell just to the United States. So you don't have to sell to anyone in Germany or anywhere. But with having the Latvia location with Printful makes it pretty easy to sell international. That's why we do it, because you can get your orders to customers so quickly. But yeah, those are definitely concerns to have. Max GFX, thanks for tuning in, man. How do you manage sales? I'm not quite sure. What do you mean by how do I manage sales? If you can just clarify that question, I'll happily answer it. I don't know if like how do I handle each sale manually or individually? If this answers your question, anytime a sale. Oh, I see. Specials like running sales. Okay, is that what you mean? Type yes if you mean running sales on specific listings. Max at GFX. Okay, cool. Yeah, for sales, we run them from time to time. Like for holidays, we'll occasionally run sales. We'll do 10% off or 15% off or 20% off, whatever it is, or buy one, get one free, or however you want to set it up. We'll run them from time to time, but not all of the time. But when we do run them, it's kind of interesting. With print on demand, you almost, because your margins are fairly slim, just because you're paying for someone to do all the shipping and handling for you and the printing for you, you have to have a pretty high margin. So when I run a sale, I usually increase my price point and then run the sale on top of that, if that makes sense. So it's not necessarily like a full sale, but it is. So you can do, or you can do like a purchase 3 in my store, and then you'll get 20% off or whatever. That one tends to do well. And I'll just do that in my announcement bar where I'll say, if you order 3 from our shop, we'll use coupon code, whatever, 20% off to get that. So those are a few ideas. But yeah, I think it's smart to run sales occasionally. And another smart thing is to build an outside email list. There's a lot of different cool platforms you can use. You can use like ConvertKit is a cool one where you can build an outside email list. So for example, in your announcement bar, you'd say, or in your banner even, which is a prime real estate to announce anything, say, sign up for our email list and get 20% off, or however you want to do it. You got to have some type of incentive for them to sign up for your email list, and have them sign up. And then anytime you do run a sale, then you can market those people that are part of your email list outside of Etsy. And obviously you have to have their permission to do email marketing to them. You never can send them an email based off of just the email that you get from their order. Hope that's clear. So then you can send that to them and let them know that you're running a sale and can really help your shop. And you just want to build happy customers, returning customers. Once you've had one customer purchase an item, it's so much easier to convert them on another purchase than it is a brand new person to your shop, because they know that they're going to receive a product that they love, and you know the drill. So awesome question. 10% rebates. Cool. Max at GFX, thanks for that question. I hope it answered it for you. Corey again, any tools you use for the Etsy business, which makes it easier? Any tools you use for the Etsy business, which makes it easier? So I do occasionally use eRank. I have bounced back and forth using the paid version versus the free version. But I love a few tools that they have, like seeing shops that are doing well. You can see what they're selling and how many sales they're doing. You can also use a profit calculator. So eRank is a good one that I use. You can also do limited keyword research within eRank if you're not paying for the paid version. Also, Marmalade is another one for doing keyword research. But to be honest, I do most of my keyword research right on the Etsy marketplace. So I'll do my same process where I find designs that are doing well. They have the bestseller badge, and then I will, and then after that, I'll look at their SEO. I'll see how it is and see if it is decent SEO. If it is decent SEO, I'll pull some keywords. Obviously, you're not going to copy their entire title, but use keywords specific for that niche, and then use keywords for them. But yeah, other tools in that, I'm not using too many others, honestly. Obviously, I use the Sell on Etsy app I've mentioned in my videos, because that makes it easy to be able to work anywhere. You can be at the store and respond to a customer if needed, or you can see when sales come in, or just makes it really easy to do a basic like business work on it. So the Sell on Etsy app and then eRank. And that's about it, honestly, that I can think of off the top of my head. What's your suggestion on pricing shirts when you're a beginner just to start getting sales? Gloria again, what's your suggestion on pricing shirts when you're a beginner just to start getting sales? Okay, good question. So you can go either way with this. You can break even. So match the cost on Printful and then break even. So you just you'd make obviously nothing, but have it up a little bit so that after Etsy fees and all, you're 100% even. You're not paying for someone to buy something from you. So you can do it that way, and then slowly, as that listing does better, you can increase your price point until it's to a profitable margin, or you can just start out. For me, start out $5 flat is what I aim for, is minimum that I want to make is $5 minimum. Obviously, that can go higher or lower depending on how the listing's doing. And then if it's a listing that's doing really well, experiment with it. You can increase it by $1 or 50 cents and just see if it still sells at, let's say you're selling a sweatshirt for $32.50, it's selling really well, and maybe you get a bestseller badge on it, then increase it by $1 and you can slowly increase it. And then if it's still selling at $36.50, which sometimes it really will. It honestly will. You'll be surprised what people pay for if it's something that's trending. And then you can do that and you can really increase your margins that way. But yeah, I would experiment with your shop. That's the best advice I can give you. So you can do the whole break even method and then just increase, or just pick your price point. So like for t-shirts, if you're selling the Bella Canvas, which I personally sell, I'm not a fan of the Gildan, but that's just because I like a higher quality shirt that feels nice, as well as I feel like customers do. Price your shirts at $24.99 or $25.99. Just experiment so that you hit that $5 mark. But it's your choice. I mean, do your own thing. All I'm here for is just to share my tips, what I've done and what has helped me, and then to hopefully help kind of build that foundation for you. And with the whole pricing thing, again, I just want to note that you want to make sure that you're using the profit calculator on eRank, or however you want to do it. If you just want to do it manually on your calculator on your phone or whatever, make sure you are at the right price point so that you are making money. Because I've heard so many times, including myself, where I thought I was making money, but I wasn't, because I wasn't this is in my beginning stages, the first few, like my first month selling, where I wasn't making anything because I wasn't accounting for all the Etsy fees. So your listing fee, your transaction fee, total cost, shipping, etc. So you got to make sure you're making money. So make sure you're using whatever tool it is. Just make sure you're accounting for all Etsy fees. And then if you are selling internationally, make sure you're considering for VAT fees and anything else that you'll be tagged with. So Gloria, I hope that answered your question. Thank you. Time out, my friends. I got to get a drink of water. So if you just tuned in, again, my name is Brendan Dopp. I teach you everything about print on demand and Etsy. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified, as well as the notification bell so you know exactly when I post. I post every week, usually every Thursday, and I teach you everything you need to know to create passive money online and to create the lifestyle that you want. As well as I have a Facebook group. Make sure you go and join that. It's Print on Demand Warriors. The link will be in the description or after I end this live stream. I know someone mentioned that they weren't able to see it, so Print on Demand Warriors. And if you can do me a favor, just hit the like button on this video. It means a lot. It helps my channel grow so that I can better help people. But I'm so grateful for all of your support and for all of you being here and tuning in and engaging. It's fun to be more casual rather than like just a video base, and to answer specific questions that you actually have. Okay, so let's go through a few more of these. Any tools used for, I got that. Gloria, I got your question. Anything to recommend? Corey, did you mean just for tools? Any tools I recommend? If you did, I like I said, I use eRank, I use the Sell on Etsy app, and then I just use basic things for organization and to streamline everything. Google Docs, an Excel spreadsheet for customer orders and things, so I can just keep track of who's ordered and when it's been shipped, etc. But the more sales you have, that's going to be harder to keep up with. So, but yeah, those are the basic things that I recommend. And then other tools I recommend for designing, I recommend using Over. The Over app is an awesome app for doing design, especially if you have very basic Very, very basic design skills. They have a lot of graphics you can use, as well as you can easily design on the go. So if you're commuting to work, or if you're commuting wherever you're going, if you're in the car, you can design on your phone, as well as they have a web version where you can design. So the Over app, awesome tool for designing if you're not familiar with Photoshop, as well as Canva, canva.com. They have an app as well. That's another great tool for doing design work and like basic artwork for your shop, like banners and things. And I have several videos on all of those, so be sure to check out my channel. I show you everything you know about Canva as well as Over. And I also use Over to make my mock-ups that I buy off Etsy. So, okay, anything to recommend? Thanks. Corey again. Corey, you are in it to win it. Thanks, man, for responding so much and engaging. You have awesome questions, as well as thank you everyone else who's been engaged. So, Corey, do you get any data from Etsy, like customer email addresses? So, yeah, anytime a customer places an order from you, they'll send you, they'll have your email to be able to make that transaction. So you'll have their email, but you can't market to that customer outside of Etsy. So that's just for the sole purpose of that specific transaction. So you can't do any like follow-up marketing with them, sending them sales or coupons. You need to do that all outside of Etsy. So create an email list, like I mentioned earlier, outside of Etsy, and then have them sign up for it, and then you can do all of that. But yeah, you get emails from any orders. Cool. And then you also have a lot of other stats. If you're not using your stats on the Etsy dashboard, 100% use those, because you can see specific keywords that you're ranking well for, what people are finding your listings with, and where your traffic's coming from. If it's coming from like Pinterest or any outside source, social media platform, or if it's directly coming from the search engine on Etsy, you have all of that data, and you can use those keywords that you are already ranking for and use them again in future listings. And then, yeah, so just use the data that they give you. It's honestly, once you figure out the basics of Etsy, it's obviously we all are still learning. I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm still trying to get where I want to be. But obviously every day we get better. But it's easy to overthink it all and kind of get stuck and hung up and just quit. But it's just pretty basic. Do simple things that I teach on my channel, and you'll eventually see sales. I can promise. Okay, a lot of love from Pakistan, dear. Mehoob. Yakub, I don't know if I pronounced your name right. Thanks, man. That's awesome to have you here. And thanks for tuning in today. Great stream, by the way, Corey. Thanks, man. Honestly, you're the reason why it's been awesome, because you've been asking so many good questions. Maxa GFX, do you suggest many items in one listing, like hoodies, t-shirts, etc., for the same design, or one item per listing? Okay, do you suggest many items in one listing, like hoodies, t-shirts, etc., for the same design, or one item? Oh, okay, cool. Good question. Okay, so the question, Maxa, if I say any of your names wrong, I apologize. I'm trying to say them the best I can. But do you suggest many items in one listing, like hoodies, t-shirts, etc., for the same design, or one item per listing? Me personally, I like to build out my inventory, cast my net as wide as I can. So I would do individual items for a hoodie, an individual item for a t-shirt, an individual item for a long sleeve shirt, or whatever it is that you're selling. And I would experiment with different types of SEO. So don't have the exact same SEO for your title and then for your tags. Make sure you change it up. That way it can really cast your net wider, and it makes it easier, I think. But because most people are gonna, when they find your listing, they just purchase from your listing. More often than not, they don't click through rarely they click through to your shop and browse. Sometimes they do, but more often than not, they're just going to go to that specific listing. But I like to have just individual listings for each thing. And again, that's something that people will say different things. So cool. If you guys are enjoying this live stream, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe so you can always learn and be notified when I post. I post every Thursday usually. So every week I try to post one video out for you guys to help you grow your shop. Okay, Max, thanks for that question. I hope it answered it. Time out, my friends. I need to get another drink. Okay, we back. Corey, how many hours do you currently work for the business? Great question. It varies every day. So it just depends on what I have scheduled for that day. I'm not doing only Etsy. I've obviously a couple other businesses that I'm running. So I have a few Etsy shops, and then I have my channel that I've been just recently starting. So I can spend. I wake up early and I spend 8 hours a day. Some days I can pull full days where I'm working all day if I'm trying to create content, and then other days where I obviously have plans to go and do things I love doing, which is the whole reason why we live, is to enjoy our life and do things that we love. We're not meant to just slave away and work, you know what I mean? So you got to just set your life up so you can do what you want. So that's why I've gone this route. So I create the lifestyle that I want by doing things like this, where I can make passive money online that are extremely scalable. And so I could work an hour a day or not work for a few days. So this really allows me just to have a super flexible schedule and do exactly what I want when I want. But starting out, I was grinding. I put in a ton of time. I was putting in a lot of hours trying to get my shop up and running and get things built out, because it is a ton of upfront work. But with that being said, you can't just do all this upfront work and then leave it. You gotta stay consistent. Let Etsy know that you're here for the long haul by posting daily or whatever it is. But yeah, so hours I work currently, that varies. An hour a day. I don't work a day. I just play all day and go hike or surf or do what we want. Being in Utah right now, we're just spending time with family, which is most important, and then I can put in longer days. So cool question though. What about you guys? I'd love to hear how much time you guys are spending. What's your schedule like? I'm obviously learning too. So any tips you guys have, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know on my channel, and then let me know in the Facebook group. Again, if you haven't joined it yet, go join that. It's Print on Demand Warriors. The link will be in the description. If it's not there yet, I know people are having issues. Go check out my other videos, as well as in my banner on my channel, and then, or just go to Facebook and search Print on Demand Warriors and join that so we can all learn and grow together. Okay, so much talking. Let's give him a break. Corey, thanks, man. I want to answer all the questions, but I'm getting winded, but cool. Okay, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. And if you can do me a favor, like this video so we can help promote this video so we can help other people out. But thanks for tuning in. Catherine Reese, thanks for all of your advice, Bretta. Thanks, Catherine. Glad you're here. Hope you're learning and getting some value. Lauren Dot, Vela is a good tool to bulk edit listings too. Oh, yeah. Awesome, Lauren. Thank you so much for that tip. If you haven't heard of Vela, go and check out Vela. Okay. It is, I'm going to do a video on Vela in the future. Okay. So Vela, you can bulk edit. Etsy, you can do very limited bulk editing. So you can edit specific listings in your description based on things. But with Vela, you can go and edit your entire storefront. So if you have 200 t-shirts, you can go and add a photo to all of those. So if you want to do like a shipping and processing photo, you can add that to all of your listings. Or if you want to remove a photo, or like, for example, over the holidays, we had to do a photo for our shipping and processing times because they varied because of delays with Printful or whatever. As well as we had deadlines, we wanted to add a photo. Instead of doing them each photo, you can go in and add a photo to all of your listings. Awesome tip, Lauren. Thank you for that. Vela is a super useful tool. So Corey, that's another tool we use that I forgot to mention. And I'll do a video on that in the future if that's something you guys would be interested in. As well in the Facebook group and on my channel, just let me know what videos you'd like to see, what things you guys are struggling with, what you want to learn. I will help you with that. Okay. I'm going to do a water break, and I'm going to answer the rest of these questions. Sorry for all the questions. You do not need to be sorry, Corey. That's the whole purpose of this live stream, to make it more casual so I can really help you guys as much as I can. So keep asking questions. That's what makes this interesting. That's what helps all of us learn the best we can. Gloria, how many listings do you suggest putting up every week? So that's up to you. I don't know what your schedule is, if you're doing this full time or if this is a part-time thing that you're hoping to make it full time. Obviously, the more high quality listings, the better. So the more you do, the more you're going to be spread across Etsy, the more opportunities people will have to find you. And so it really is just a numbers game with Etsy. The more you're found, the more you'll sell, as long as they're high quality listings. Right now with my schedule, I'm doing 2 listings every single day. Obviously, some days we miss it because things come up, but I try to do 2 listings every single day. And then, so what, 14 listings a week? I guess weekends, Sundays, we don't really work. Saturdays, we occasionally work, depends on what we have planned. So yeah, 2 listings a day. But when I started out, I was doing 5 listings a day. So that's just preference, what you want to do. How many listings are you guys doing? Gloria, right now, how many listings are you doing a day? And Corey and everyone else who are tuned into this live stream. Curious to hear. Okay, Linda, I am late. New Braunfels, Texas, new follower. Linda K. Adney, thank you so much for joining and tuning in and for joining the family. We're happy to have you here. Grateful to have you here. Cool. And don't worry. Okay, we still got more. Corey again, how many shops have online on Etsy? Just one or some? One for each design niche? How many shops do you have online on Etsy? Just one or some? One for each. Okay, cool. So right now we just have 2 shops. So we have our main shop, and then we have a mock-up shop that we started recently. The whole reason why we started the mock-up shop was because we started to do our own mock-ups so that we could have the exact mock-up that we wanted, because we were having a lot of issues where we couldn't find what we wanted. One, it was like the set we didn't like, or 2, a lot of the mock-ups you'll find have really wrinkled shirts where it's hard to easily throw the design on. And then 3, maybe they didn't have the specific shirt we wanted, and it just wasn't what we wanted. So we started this mock-up shop where we have what we want. And so now we're doing our mock-up shop. That's a new thing that we recently started. It's Malama Mocks if you want to check it out. But yeah, we sell mock-ups. But on top of our mock-up shop, there's so many nice mock-up shops on Etsy. You just got to do your due diligence and find the ones that fit well for your shop. So yeah, my theory though is I don't want to spread myself too thin, and this could be advice for you that can go across all aspects of life, but don't spread yourself too thin. If you can hone in on one thing and put all of your efforts and energy on that, you can make that thing take off and do really well. And then once you get that to do well, go on to your next little endeavor or whatever it is, your little hustle. But yeah, for me, I hope that answered your question. And then also, Corey, when we started out, we were very specific, super niche down on our shop. So we were doing positive designs. So we were only selling positive designs, which at the beginning was fine. It was a cool idea, but it really limited us to what we could sell, especially for holidays and anything. We couldn't really branch out and do anything outside of the positive niche realm. So now we have a general store where we're able to hit all different trends, and we're able to hit all holidays, which is a huge help. So we're able to cast our listings wider. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Long story short, sorry I blabbered on for that. I have 2 shops on Etsy, 1 print on my store, and then 2 our mock-up shop, which we recently started. Just wanted to sell 1 each. Cool. So yeah, hope that answered your question. Good to hear you still have free time for having some fun. Definitely, that's important. So that's our whole idea behind all of this, that we were able to really create the lifestyle that we want and be able to work when we want, where we want. Interesting, quick side note. I've always dreamt of working for myself and doing my own thing, but I never did it until COVID happened. So as I mentioned before, we planned our trip to move to Southeast Asia. We were going to move to Indonesia and just travel, do the whole triangle in Southeast Asia and just live out there as long as we could. But we had no online hustle going. And then COVID happened, plans got canceled, and then we had to figure out what we were going to do, because my wife and I both had graduated from college, not in business at all. My wife studied exercise science. I studied international cultural studies, so family peace building and mediation. Completely different from this, but I did minor in entrepreneurship, which kind of lit that fire within me to work for myself and never be a slave to someone else. But yeah, long story short, with COVID allowed us to take control of our life, fix our life into doing what we want, and to start making money online. And I am no different than any of you. My background's nothing related to e-commerce or online. I just did the due diligence. I put in the time, just as you're doing right now, spending time on this live stream and learning and growing. Everything you need to learn can be learned on the internet. There's a ton of free stuff, free content out there, as well as you can buy courses and things online. But if you're willing to put in the work, you can learn everything you need to learn for free. So So yeah, so do your homework and create the lifestyle you want. Just really just take control of your life. Obviously, it's going to take time, so you got to do what you need to do to get where you want to be, but you can get there if you want. The only person keeping you from succeeding is yourself. So how many listings do you have currently online estimated? Well, so over both listings or both shops, we're up to 500 listings or so. So our listing count obviously isn't where it should be or where we want it to be. We want it much larger, and that's our goals for 2021, to increase listings. But we've just been slowly pounding away and adding listings every day. And then obviously listings that aren't doing well or performing well, we don't renew them. So that's another tip there. If you can choose to auto renew, have Etsy auto renew your listing, or manually do it. We manually do it because it allows us to really determine what we want renewed or not. If a listing isn't performing well, one, you can change the SEO and change it up so you can obviously optimize it better, because that could be the reason why it's not doing well. But two, it could just be the design's not a good design and no one wants it. So I don't renew it, because you obviously you're going to spend money doing that 20-cent listing fee, and it adds up when you have a lot of listings. So I manually renew every listing. So that's a little tip for you. If you're new here, you just tuned in, my name is Brandon Dopp, and I help you on your print on demand journey. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell. I post every week, as well as like this video if you're liking the content and if it's helping you. And also my print on demand Facebook group I recently started. It's Print on Demand Warriors. Go and check that out on Facebook. Be a part of that community so we can all help each other learn and grow. I do daily tips there where I help you succeed with your shop. So as well, there is a place you can receive answers to questions that you have that you can't find on the internet. And you can just be bonded with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. Great place to be engaged on. So highly recommend joining my Print on Demand Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors. Link is in every description on all videos. All right. I'm going to grab water and then answer a few more questions, and then we're going to end this live stream probably. So if you have any more questions, now's the time to add them to the chat, and I'll answer those before we end things here. How many did it take to make some profit to live from it? How long? So like I said, we've been at this for almost a year now, and this is our full-time gig. Obviously, you have to minimize expenses, so you have balance. We don't live a lavish lifestyle. My wife and I are very simple people, and we live a very simple life. But it takes time. It took us 2 to 3 months before we were really making like steady income online. So it takes time, and it's different for everyone. I've seen people learn about print on demand and run with it and just do their due diligence, and they were able to have it, making more than they're making in their full-time job within a month or so. But me, it was a few months. So it takes time. And we're still growing our shops. We're not where we want to be. We want to continue to grow and obviously increase sales. And it's just a long-term game. So hope that answered your question, Corey. Tiffany Reed. Tiffany, thanks for being here. Glad you are here. Hi, where do you like to do your research for ideas? Great question. So as I've done in other videos, main places I do my primary research is on the Etsy marketplace, because you'll notice when you do research outside of Etsy and then you pull that design in to confirm it or to validate that design on Etsy, it's not selling well on Etsy. So some designs do better on other platforms than Etsy. That's just the way it is. So, but with that being said, most of my research is done on Etsy. So doing that process I showed you earlier, if you haven't seen those videos, I use the search bar on Etsy, and then I also sort of just my general t-shirts and look for sellers there, and then designs that are doing well, and then obviously look at bestsellers. And I'm never copying any design. So with my whole channel, I want you guys to never take the idea that I'm telling you to copy idea or copy designs. That's not the case. You want to gain inspiration from these designs that are doing well, trend combine with multiple trends, and use color, and that's how you create a winning design. So I like to do my research on Etsy. I use big box stores such as Target, Walmart, and Shein, or I don't know how you pronounce it, Shein. And then I use Merch Informer on Amazon. They have a free tool where you can do that. But those are some of the major ones. And then obviously Pinterest is another great place to find design inspiration. But those other tools, you're able to like validate it by sorting it by best selling or trending. A few other ones is branching out to other platforms that do print on demand. So like Redbubble is a great one to sort it by best selling, and there you can get ideas. But go check out my video, Tiffany, on 6 free ways to find t-shirt trends. I do a very thorough walkthrough on where I do my design research, so you can get some ideas, and I show you. So I hope that answered your question, Tiffany. Again, thanks for tuning in. Happy you are here. Corey, you're going to win it for the most questions. I love it. Wow, only 500 living from it. Great. So yeah, and obviously, like I mentioned, we're still growing a shop. We're trying to make this become 100% our full-time thing. So we're doing our mock-up shop, our Etsy shop. I'm doing content now. So I'm doing YouTube, hoping to help people the best I can. And then, yeah, we're just always looking for opportunities to branch out and do new hustles, because there's so many different ways you can make money online. It's crazy the amounts of money that people make online. I mean, some people make more money in a few days or a few weeks than people do their whole year. So there's money to be made online. There still is, starting today. I mean, you can start today and you can really just change the whole course of your life by making money online. And I'm a living witness of that. I'm not claiming by any means to be a millionaire off of this, but it's had been able to support ourselves, to fund our thing we want to do, and to be our main source of income. So, Corey, cool question. Again, 500 listings, get them up. I mean, I want to be more than that. I want to always increase listings. So posting. You must have some bestsellers which took off. Yeah. So we Halloween honestly was our best time. We had 2 bestsellers. We got our bestsellers at the end of Halloween. And so if we would have gone sooner, it would have been awesome. But we got to the end of Halloween. But that was like our peak moment in our shop. And that's when we like really caught, all right, this is a real thing. There's money to be made on that. We can do this. And we just had a few designs that did well. They were designs that we didn't anticipate to do well, but they did. And now it's the same thing. We're grinding every day, doing our research and trying to always find winning designs. And the best sellers come and go. But that's why I suggest being you can have like a general store, and especially evergreen store. So don't get me wrong, holidays are awesome. You want holidays. You want to design on holidays because you can do a lot of sales short amount of time. But the only downside of holidays is you can have 3 designs that do really well. You get bestsellers for them, and they do well for a course of a month or whatever it is. And then you have the headache of dealing with deadlines. So people not getting their item by the Christmas or by Halloween. You have upset customers there. But you can do well in a short amount of time. But the ideal way is to have several evergreen niches that you're in, and several evergreen designs that can take off for you. And you can get bestsellers on those, because you can keep that bestseller for as long as that listing does well. So some food for thought there. But we do both. So we're a general store. We sell evergreen stuff. We sell holidays. And biggest thing with holidays, you want to get those holiday designs up early. So example, Mother's Day is May 9th. Yeah, Mother's Day is May 9th. Happy Mother's Day. If you don't have Mother's Day designs up yet, you need to be doing that now. So you don't want to miss the boat, because it takes time for your listing to start gaining traction and doing well. Okay, Tiffany, thank you. Rebecca, thank you so much for tuning in. Glad you are here. And thanks for engaging in this chat. Will you all continue making mock-ups? Can you recommend any shops for mock-ups? Thanks so much. Cool question. So yeah, our mock-up shop is a full-time thing. That's our new little hustle that we're doing. And so we will be doing that full-time. We'll always be making mock-ups. For example, yesterday we did a shoot where we just cranked out a bunch of new mock-ups, which we will be posting over the next few weeks. So make sure you tune in for that. Our mock-up shop is Malama Mocks if you're interested. But again, there's so many mock-up shops on Etsy. Awesome mock-ups. But feel free to check out our shop. It's Malama Mocks. The link for that is in our description for most of my videos. And then, can you recommend any shops for mocks? Thanks so much. So some of the like real popular ones that are really nice and that we have used in the past, and we mostly use our mockups now, but we also use a few others. So you have Luna Jane mock-ups. You have Moody Mocks is a super popular one. That one, though, now is pretty oversaturated where that's all you see on Etsy. So I don't know, pick your poison. You want to be a little different. If you have the same listing as every other shop, you're not going to stand out. But Moody Mocks, Luna Jane Mocks, Dolly Mocks is another one. And then Kindred Mockups is another one. Those are four pretty nice mock-up shops that we like. And then, yeah, check out our shop as well, Malama Mocks, if interested. So hope that answered your question, Rebecca. Cool, guys. Well, again, if you're new here, last plug, my name is Brennan Dopp. I teach you everything that you need to know about print on demand and Etsy. I started selling on Etsy almost a year ago, and I did the groundwork of learning everything I needed to learn. And now we're selling on Etsy time. We have 2 shops, and I'm just to create the channel so that I can best help you. I wanted to lay out everything in one place where you can come to my channel, find everything that you need to know from beginning to end to start selling online and making money online. And so I teach you everything that you need to know. I have a Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors. The link will be in the description, or just go to Facebook directly and check that out. It's also in my banner to click through to. But join that Facebook group so you can continue to learn and grow your shops and make this become your full-time thing, or just be a really awesome side income. So if you're a mom and you have kids and your life's busy, this is a great little side income you can do. Or if you're in college, you need some extra money, great thing to do. Or if you're just like 100%, you want to make this be your thing, you can run with it. And I teach you everything that you need to know. So everything I've done for our shop, I share on my channel. All of it's 100% free. So check it out. Anytime you have questions, ask me on my channel in the comment section, as well as in the Facebook group. I'm happy to help you as much as I can. Cool. And if you're enjoying this video, this live stream, make sure you like the button or hit the like button so that the video will be able to help others. So, and it helps my channel grow. So thank you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe as well. I think a few more questions. Our live stream is an hour and 33 minutes. It's longer than I expected. But I'm so glad that some of you jumped on and were able to be here and ask some questions. It's fun to help you out and to hear what you're thinking. And any tips you ever have, I'm happy to hear. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing that's helping you have success. Okay, last few questions I'll hit, and then we'll sign off here. Rebecca, okay, I got you, Rebecca. And I will be watching for those new designs. Yes, I see those over and over, and yes. Okay, cool, yeah. So those are the most pop shops. But yeah, check out our new. We're happy with our shoot we did yesterday. We have some really nice ones that we think you guys will like. So check that out. And I'll let you know, or I have an email list. If you go to Malama Mocks, you can use our code where you get 2 free mock-ups if you sign up for our email list. So you'll get 2 free mock-ups. Our mock-ups are $5. So that's $10 you'll save. You'll get 2 really nice mock-ups. And you'll sign up for an email list where you can know when we ever post new mock-ups, so you can always be informed. So check that out. Catherine Reese, going to go check out your mock-up shop right now. Cool, Catherine. Thanks for checking that out. Hopefully you find something you like. And thank you for subscribing, Catherine. We're glad you're here. Make them join our Facebook group as well, Print on Demand Warriors. Corey, I'm out of question. Thanks for all the answers. Cool, Corey. Hey, man, really good to have you all the way from Germany. Thanks for tuning in. And any questions you have in the future, go and ask those in the Facebook group or in the comments down below. But you've had awesome questions. I wish you the best of luck with your shop. And all of you, I hope you guys have a lot of success and you're able to have this become your new thing, that you can have really good side income, or it can have it become your full-time income. And I just want to help you along the journey so we can all grow together. Well, Tiffany Reed, another great question. Do you use only Printful? I only use Printful at the moment. We started out on Printify, honestly. And then about 4 months in, we were doing Printful and Printify. The reason why we initially went with Printify was because Printful was having a ton of issues with the pandemic. So they were really backed up, Printful was. So we weren't able to use them just because of their fulfillment times was insane. And they had limited resources or limited products that we could use. So we did Printify because they were better set up for it. And then Printify, unfortunately, we had a lot of negative experiences with them with print quality, and we had a lot of upset customers, and we wanted to deliver really nice products, and we wanted our customer satisfaction was our most important thing to us. So we jumped back to Printful, and with them, we've had a ton of good success with them, and we've been really happy and pleased with them. We haven't had much issues. There's only been a few issues, so a few products that have gone wrong, and that will happen. That's just the nature of the beast, where you're going to have some products that don't do well, or obviously you'll have a defective product is what I'm saying, like with print quality or whatever it is, that it will happen. And then they had a mishap during Halloween. Halloween, where they were just running out of inventory. Their suppliers weren't able to get them inventory because of COVID, which was an obvious thing. But we just had like a huge headache with inventory, and so we kind of jumped back and forth with Printify and Printful there, and then now we're just 100% Printful. So I love Printful. They're such a cool platform. Their dashboard features are way better than Printify. So many better features. So you can get discounted or volume discounts. So if you sell a ton, they'll discount you based on how much you sell each month, and that changes every month, obviously. They have a great design tool, so you can design in-house on Printful, which is better than Printify's, in my personal opinion. And then just overall quality is better because they're the ones that are actually doing the printing, whereas Printify is using, like, there's almost where they're using different suppliers under Printify's name to do the printing. So it's not as like overseen and not as much quality control, I feel, as Printful. So I like Printful the best. I'm 100% advocate for Printful. Cool. That was a lot of words for your question, Tiffany. I hope that answered your question. Corey, keep uploading videos. Great channel. Thanks, Corey. Glad you were here. I'm going to end this live stream, my friends. Again, thanks for tuning in. Glad you are all here. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. It would mean a lot to me, as well as go sign up for my free print-on-demand warrior Facebook group. There you can continue to learn and grow. But it's fun to have you guys here. I plan on doing these more often if it's something you like, and hopefully better answer your questions. But thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. I wish you the best of luck with your shops. And remember, just stay patient, keep working hard. It's a long-term game, not a sprint. So it is 100% a marathon, but with time and patience and diligence, and as you continue to learn and improve and implement, your store is guaranteed to take off. As long as you're doing trend research and doing the things that I teach, as well as other people teach. There's a lot of cool channels on YouTube that can help you along with your process. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day, and take care and stay safe and healthy. Okay, bye guys.